Yep, my eyebrows still look like shit. Anyway, so I'm answering another question today. And this, I can't see it all. I'm so blind. I know my vision is like 0.5. Like, who's the next question? Dun, 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 dun. RJF 1975 on Instagram asked me, what keeps you motivated? What keeps me motivated is the fact that I can see my neck. That that is a big motivation. What keeps me motivated is the fact that, matter of fact, can I move this screen? Anyway, it's the little, I gotta get y'all out of my background. Y'all just all back in my business. What keeps me motivated are the little things. Even though seeing the number go down is always a good feeling, it's the little things in between. It's the things that tells me physically I'm pretty much a badass at this point. It's the fact that I can feel muscles and I have this collarbone that I never even thought I had. I'm surprised. I thought my shoulders were just mounds of fat. Okay, let's just be honest. And so to feel these hard ass muscles, like when I first found, no, okay, the other night I was sitting down watching television, and why am I talking to you like you're here? I don't know. I need a social life. I was sitting down and I went to cross my legs like I normally do, which is with the ankle. That's the big girl cross. When you can't cross your thighs, you cross your ankles like an old grandma. And it crossed and I had like room. It was like hella flexible. Like, and so I was like, okay, let's go up a little bit. Let's see the progress that I've made. Can I go higher? I cannot wait until this thing is fixed. Okay. And I was able to cross my legs for the first time. Those little things, even though April and May was kind of, well, April was a plateau altogether. I went into May, my weight had actually fluctuated. I went into May at 292. As of this morning, I'm 285.7. So it was like a 5 to 7 pound drop that I lost there in May. And it was a slow, I mean, when I say slow, it was like constipated weight loss. I'm going to put the description of that somewhere around here. It was really slow, but I could see changes. So even though I was having this fluctuation thing going on, and I got so frustrated, that's what made me seek out an online coach. Because I was like, I've gotten myself to 40 pounds, 44 actually, or 42 at that point. It was at like 41.4 or something. I just want to get to 50. I want to get to 50 by the end of May. So that way I could do 10 in June, 10 in July, 10 in August. My goal was to be 100 pounds lighter before the holidays came. I wanted to shock the hell out of everybody and just show up looking fierce, fab, and hella lighter. And I kept focusing on that number. And then I started noticing little things, like my clothes were falling off of me. My bras no longer fit. I can cross my legs. I felt my kneecap for the first time. It was like, I have a tumor. I thought it was like cancerous or something. Yeah. So what keeps me motivated outside of, it's mostly comes from inside. You have to, the thing with being committed and dedicated to something is staying with it even when the feeling passes. I had no idea I would honestly last this long. When I started, as I mentioned before in earlier videos, it was because of something that went on with my mom, and pretty much watching her health totally decline, and her health just really deteriorate because of what she's chosen to eat. And inactivity. That was my deciding factor in all of this. And to see that as of June 1st, it's been 6 months and I'm down 45.4 pounds, and it's I I'm getting text messages. I don't know why people do this, and I tell them I'm busy. See, now I lost what I was saying. Oh, yeah. It's just I really don't know. My motivation comes from within. You know, you have to want it more than you want anything else. You know, it has to be 150% every day, all day. You know, just because you work out, like this is what I used to do in the past. I would work out and then say, "Oh, I did Taibo today." Like I can eat a donut, or I can eat Burger King, or I can eat this and that. And it's not saying I don't eat those things sometimes, but I've learned to make the healthiest choice if I'm eating out. And also, I don't eat everything on my plate just because it's there. I'm not a dog. I don't have to make sure it's lit clean. Um, Today, for example, I was out running errands longer than what I had predicted. When I left the gym, I grabbed a protein shake, thinking, okay, protein shake will hold me over for about an hour or two until I get home. No, it was hot as Dickens out there. I don't even know who is Dickens. Anyway, it was hot. It was hella traffic. I was starving after about 2.5, 3 hours. I was like hungry. And I said, okay, here's my choices. Either I can go to McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell. There was no Subway, and I'm really not a Subway person because bread makes me feel funny. And I think it kind of messes with my digestion. So I avoid bread for the most part. So what I did in that situation was I went to Taco Bell. I looked on my menu thing and looked up their fresh cantina bowls. I got the vegetarian cantina bowl, which is just with a little tiny amount of rice, tons of fresh lettuce, tons of fresh lettuce, guacamole, and pico de gallo, which is like onions and tomatoes, and I think that's it. So if you're in a situation like that where you know it's better to eat than not to eat and you're really starving, I've learned to make the best choice. I don't just say, well, I'm right by Burger King. I'll go, or I'm at Taco Bell. Let me get the biggest grande burrito they have. And you have to make a choice, you know, every day. You can't turn off that brain. I made too much damn progress, honey, to give it all up to a goddamn Whopper. I would be so mad at myself if I ate a Whopper and the next day, after seeing this plateau I've been on, I see a gain of like 3, even if it's salt, because salt takes a while to get off of me. You know, seeing a gain of 4 pounds or 3 pounds, I would want to knock myself in my damn jugular. And yeah, so I don't do it often. I put too much work in. I put too much time into it. It's like a marriage, man. Like, you know, you marry yourself, and you know, like anything else, you have to do quality time. And is it worth risking my gains for one moment? And you know, it's not saying I don't treat myself here and there. I don't give myself a little freedom sometimes. I do, but I only do it if I really, really want it. And the way I handle that, I ask myself one question: do I want it because I crave it and I really, really want it? Like I've been wanting pizza now, like a real pizza, for like 2 months. Or do I want it because I see it? Is it instant gratification? If I only want it because I see it, I don't really want it. I just want it because it's in front of my damn face. Um, so that's it. That's my motivation. It's mostly me. I know that sounds hella self-centered, but it's true. I don't have any kids to say they're motivating me. I'm single, so I don't have like, oh, I want to be, you know, trim and fit for my wedding day. I mean, that's all great. But right now, I just want to be healthy for me, my future, and so I can go on the plane to all these places without having to ask for an extended seatbelt.